Duty to do the work with reasonable skill. An agent must act with reasonable skill and care. A reasonable skill means a skill that is possessed by the ordinary man. If the agent does not work with reasonable skill and care, he must, he must compensate his principal. He must compensate his principal in case of a loss arising therefrom. Duty to render accounts. An agent is bound to render proper accounts to his principal on demand. It is duty of an agent to keep true accounts regarding all property or money of his principal. He must produce them to his principal on demand. Duty to communicate. It is the duty of an agent in case of difficulty to make reasonable efforts to contact his principal to obtain instructions. But in case of emergency, if there is no time to contact the principal, the agent may act in good faith and in interest of his principal. Duty on termination of agency. When an agency terminates due to death or insanity of the principal, the agent must take reasonable steps for the protection of interest of the legal representatives of the late principal. Duty not to deal on his own account. An agent must not deal on his own account. If an agent deals on his own account without permission of his principal, the principal may reject the contract. If the agent has concealed any material fact or earned any profit, the principal may claim such profit. Duty not to make a secret profit. An agent must not make any secret profit out of the agency. If the agent earns any secret profit, the principal can recover it from the agent. Moreover, the principal may refuse to pay commission and terminate the agency. Duty to pay sums received. Any amount which an agent receives on behalf of the principal must be paid to the principal. However, an agent can deduct from its expenses and remuneration regarding business of the agency. Duty not to delegate authority. An agent must perform the work of agency himself. An agent must not delegate his authority to another person. However, following are some of the exceptions to this rule. When the principal is permitted to delegate authority, when by ordinary custom of trade a sub-agent can be appointed, when the nature of agency makes it necessary to appoint a sub-agent, when an emergency arises that permits delegation of authority. Rights of an agent. Right to retain money. An agent has a right to retain out of sums received on account of the principal all his claims in respect of remuneration, advances, and reasonable expenses incurred by him in business agency. Right to receive remuneration. An agent has a right to receive agreed remuneration. If the remuneration is not fixed, an agent is entitled to reasonable remuneration. He can receive the remuneration only when it becomes due. If an agent is guilty of misconduct, he is not entitled to any remuneration.